This is Just the Job. Kia ora and welcome to Just the Job. It is really great to be here again this week, and make sure you stick around because we have 3 more really exciting careers for you to take a look at that just might be what you're looking for. Plus, we have a whole lot of helpful advice and tips that just might make that difficult career choice a bit easier. In today's show, 15-year-old Harriet is pretty keen on the sciences, so we see if a career in water treatment might be just the job for her. 17-year-old Astro thinks a career as an arborist is worth checking out. We see whether he's got a head for heights and a good keen eye needed for a job that at times has an element of danger. We'll see whether he's up for the challenge. And 16-year-old Mavis has already done some volunteer youth work, and her goal is to become a social worker. We'll see how Mavis gets on later in the show when she finds out more about what's involved in a career dedicated to helping others. But first up, let's see how Harriet gets on as she goes behind the scenes of a water treatment plant and discovers the fascinating career possibilities.
Hi, I'm Harriet Draper. I'm 15 years old and I go to Massy High School. I really like sciences and chemistry, and I was hoping that water purification might have that sort of thing in store for me.
We've taken Harriet to the beaches of the Coromandel and to the holiday resort Matarangi. Matarangi's small modern water treatment plant is run by just one person, plant operator Steve Harwood.
G'day, I'm Steve.
Hi, I'm Harriet Draper.
Hey Harry, have a taste of that. Tell me what you can taste.
Nothing, just water.
Just water? Fantastic, because that's what we're trying to make. A lot of people, they turn the tap on, water comes out. They don't really put any thought into how that water actually gets to that tap. It's quite a complex process.
The plant is fully automatic and everything can be managed from this control point. First job of every day is to head out and inspect the main water intake at the river nearby.
So this is the Opunanui River. This is where we get most of our abstractions. And if you have a look just over the edge here, you see the wedge wire filter, and that's the main intake point.
Steve Harwood has been working for United Water for 2 years and is currently completing his national certificate in water treatment.
I learnt all the science, maths, all the chemistry, the biology. I learnt all on the job, and I love it. I really do.
So if this is all automatic, like it's all here, why do you come down here to do it yourself if it's all there?
The reason for it is the only way to see exactly what your raw water source is to come to the raw water source and take a sample. There you go.
Okay.
That's it. And just make sure you don't put your fingers under that lid. Perfect. That's what we do every day. The only real issue we've got on this river is when we have big rains, the river turns to mud. If you see heavy rain coming on, you instantly dial up and shut your plant down before all that mud gets into the intake.
Graham Sawyer from Water Industry Training has come to Matarangi to assess Steve's progress towards his national certificate.
A job as a water treatment operator is extremely responsible. Effectively, this is a food product that's going out, in some cases here, to up to 4,300 people. And the public health risk is huge if that isn't done right.
What are the right kind of people for the job?
Well, anybody really, as long as you've got a bit of enthusiasm and don't mind working outdoors. I've even heard they've even employed girls. She was going to hit me there, did you see that?
Traditionally, it's been a fairly male-based industry, but there's absolutely no reason for that. So we're actively encouraging girls, young women to apply for jobs and get into the industry.
It's asking you if you want to calibrate at 7. That's correct. E again.
Calibrating instruments is part of the routine.
And there you go, you've just done a calibration.
So is this, adding a measure of polyelectrolyte, a chemical which helps clear the untreated water. The dosed water is then pumped to this tank, the clarifier.
So why does it look so gross when it's clean water and it looks so spongy?
So spongy?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What you see at the bottom is that live flock blanket, what we've added the chemicals in to create. And what it's doing is it's making small particles of dirt joined together to make large particles of dirt. And all you get coming out the top is crystal clean water. This is where you're looking for things that might indicate that you're either overdosing or underdosing the chemicals inside that we were just doing. And at the moment, that's absolutely stunning. Stunning.
The cleaned water is then dosed with chlorine to disinfect it, and the alkalinity is adjusted so any corrosive effect on pipes and taps is minimised.
I think Steve explained it really well. I managed to follow all the chemistry stuff, and it was really well done. I really liked that. It was good.
Steve has to check that the water at the end of the pipe is as good as when it left the plant. Here at Matarangi, the end of the line is the beach with its public loo. Harriet's going to test the FAC or free available chlorine.
We take a sample, we add a certain tablet, depending on what we're actually trying to find out the value of. It changes colour, and obviously it gives us a reading at the top here.
Within seconds, the reading is there.
To me, it's a little bit lower than what I would have expected at this point of time. So what we'll do now is we'll go and flush the line properly.
Flushing the line introduces fresh chlorine and fixes the problem. So is Harriet home and hose.
She's showing enthusiasm. She certainly likes the outdoors. She's very accurate in the details that she looks for. Yeah, I could see a future for her in the water treatment industry.
You turn the tap on and it's clean water, you don't think about it, but there's so much process involved in chemicals, and yeah, like you can control what happens with the water. It's quite cool.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There is a national certificate in water treatment and skills are learnt on the job. Anyone with a practical bent and strong initiative can be a water treatment operator. Good results in NCEA maths and science is often enough to secure a place. Water treatment is a very strongly compliance-based industry. The health of New Zealanders depend on it. Water industry training are the only industry recognised training program. To study, you need to be employed in the industry. The water industry is short of skilled operators, and employers like United Water welcome job applications. This represents a great chance for all sorts of people to train for a new career. Well, fantastic job, Harriet. We all now have a greater appreciation of what a job in water treatment could involve. And maybe this is a career for you to think about as well. After the break, we find out if Astro's volunteer work in an English forest could help him out as he checks out a career as an arborist. This is Just the Job. Welcome back to Just the Job, where we look at a whole range of careers to help you discover what might be out there waiting for you. Now, do you like the idea of being a surgeon but you don't really have the stomach for blood? Well then what about a career as a tree surgeon? Let's see how Astro handles the physically challenging work of an arborist.
Hi, I'm Astro Ford. I'm 17 years old. I've done a bit of rock climbing and I'm keen to get up a tree and do some climbing.
Climbing trees is only one aspect of being an arborist, Astro. Otherwise known as tree surgeons, arborists manage the care of trees in parks, by the street and on private properties. Richard Conning has been in the business of operating on trees for 10 years and he'll be taking you through your paces. But first you're going to have to study Arborcare's health and safety procedures.
What we look for in an apprentice, somebody that's keen to learn really is the key thing. If somebody doesn't want to learn, then there's not much point trying to teach them. You've got to be able to handle a bit of ribbing and give it back, you know, that helps. But yeah, just as long as you're keen.
With his reinforced chainsaw pants and hard hat on, Astro is ready for his first task, stump grinding.
Okay, Astro, we've got an old stump here, needs to be ground just to widen this track out a bit. Okay, I'll just show you how to get started and then you can have a go, okay?
Richard makes it look easy, but how will Astro handle it?
Okay, here you go.
That was hard.
Hard work?
Yeah.
Right, now just to finish off, we'll just crack the hole back in and stomp it down so it doesn't sink. There you go. Cool. I'll just put one for me to lean on. Oh. Obviously the bulk of our work is pruning trees and we get left with big piles of brush like this. Yep. This is our chipper. The main thing to remember when we're putting the brush in is not to reach in, just stand back here and just push it in. The feed roll will just take care of the rest. Okay? In the old days, brush would have been put on the truck and cut down with a chainsaw and then taken away. Now you can put 10 times as much through a chipper, take it away, which is just good for the environment all around, really. Great, well done. How was that?
That was good. Yeah, it was amazing just seeing it just disappear to nothing, eh?
They're great machines, aren't they? Make life much easier.
Astro is moving on quickly to the most used tool in an arborist's arsenal, the chainsaw.
Ready to start it? Put the chain brake on.
Yeah.
Pull the trigger, bring the lever back to choke. Okay, now we give it a pull. And it's running.
That's one cut down, but practice makes perfect. And if he wants to go climbing in the morning, he's also going to have to study pruning theory and learn how to tie a bowler knot. So that means Astro's got homework.
Just jump on the other side there, Astro.
Cool.
I enjoy probably the climbing the most, especially large trees like large purikawas. It's very enjoyable work, just getting up and swinging around. And I enjoy the camaraderie that we have within our company. It's fantastic. We've got a great bunch of guys and we all get on really well.
The first job of the morning is a call out to a damaged tree, where Astro immediately puts his new chainsaw skills to the test.
Okay, so did you read the piece of paper I gave you yesterday about target pruning?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
To find the collar, we look for our bark branch ridge, which is in here, this line,
Yeah.
and then we want to cut at 45 degrees to that, okay?
Yeah.
And then that leaves the collar, which
Yeah.
is our zone of protection for the tree. All right.
Astro is showing great pruning skills, so it's on to the next job.
Okay, Astro, here we go. Got this nice walnut for you to climb.
Yeah.
Needs a few branches pruned off it.
Astro's finally getting the chance to climb a tree, but first he has to be shown the ropes, literally. There's the side strop, which acts as a safety line, the prusik loop, which is a friction knot to help climb, and a rope coil, which gives the rope weight when it's thrown and then uncoils easily.
Just look at the branch where we want to go. Just a nice one up there. And just throw it over,
Oh, nice.
just like that. The pressure's on you now, Astro. See a good throw over that branch. Oh, look at that. Well done.
Astro's practice last night is now in the spotlight, because that bowler knot is going to keep him in the air.
Great. Now you're ready to climb the tree. Sit in your harness and put your feet on the trunk. Now you need to thrust up with your hips and pull with your arms at the same time. It's a bit of timing involved. Oh, that's the way. Once you get it sussed, it's easy. We'll use a system called prusiking to go up the tree. We get up, get high, and then we can get out to the branches nice and well done. Safely and easily.
Astro uses the side strop to attach himself to the trunk while repositioning his main rope, meaning he is always tied to the tree.
Climb through to this side of the tree and you can come down and cut off these branches that need to be pruned.
Okay.
The undercut is there to stop the bark tearing back to the trunks. That is not desirable, it's bad for the tree. Astro's done very well. He's listened attentively and been keen and eager and picked up some good skills along the way. Good stuff, you've done well. Okay, just come down now and that'll do it.
The most interesting thing I did today, or yesterday even, was being able to get around and learn all different skills and things involved with the arboral care. I think I liked the climbing up in a tree and doing the cutting and doing all the special cuts that I'd been taught.
To start work as an apprentice, you must be at least 16. Any horticulture or gardening experience, such as plant maintenance or pruning, is also useful. Arborists may specialise in a number of areas, including council work, power line maintenance, training or consulting. Well, do you think you might enjoy climbing trees for a living? If you think so, then you can check out more information about that career and all the careers featured on the shows on our website. I'll give you all those details at the end of the program, so don't go anywhere. After the break, we join Mavis as she finds out how challenging youth work can be. This is Just the Job. You're watching Just the Job, and if you're thinking about a career, or maybe you want to change careers, then stay tuned, because this show could spark a turning point when it comes to your work life. Mavis knows she wants to be a social worker, so the chance to see the range of skills needed to be successful is an opportunity she definitely won't pass up.
My name's Mavis Potai. I'm 16 years of age. I live in Whangarei. I want to find out about youth working and what it is to be a youth worker, why do you have to know, and all those kind of questions.
Your questions are about to be answered, Mavis. You'll be spending this evening with Sonia Straczynski, a youth worker with Te Ora Hau, a Christian-based organisation working with Māori youth.
Qualities that we look for in youth workers, one needs to be their heart for young people. It's not really about yourself, it's about the young people that you're working with.
These young people have been referred by whānau, child, youth and family or the police.
I'm feeling really nervous and exciting too. So yeah, new experience for me and I can't wait.
Mavis's role tonight will be primarily to help support the new girls that are coming along. So it's not all swimming for her, unfortunately, but she'll have a good time, I'm sure of it.
Sonia, Mavis and the girls have arrived at the beach and met up with the rest of the group. Time for action.
It's about the people coming together and feeling safe in a safe space, and that's our role, is to provide somewhere where they feel comfortable, they feel nurtured, they feel that they belong, they feel that they're a part of something.
Tonight we have a very special guest. I'd like to welcome Mavis Poto! Listen up closely because she's got the instructions. Okay, we're going to play this game. Can everyone hop into pairs?
Observing Mavis, I think she's amazing.
There's 3 moves, and the names of the moves is Princess, Horse, and Knight. What are they? Princess, Horse, and Knight.
She has got a good relationship with young people already and is ready to help people, and so yeah, I can really see her going forward in youth work.
There's plenty of fun and games and opportunities to learn new skills. These outings provide the troubled youths with a safe environment to relax from life stresses and a chance to confide in and get the support they need from their youth workers.
A lot of times they just want to have someone listen to them, and if they want your opinion or advice, they'll definitely ask for it, and if they don't want it, they'll tell you. Yum, dinner! Oh, mate, you're on the wrong side, mate. Oh, you can have a dinner.
I got it for
you can have a dinner break. Watch what you're doing. Okay.
This is no 9-to-5 job. Organising and participating in camps, holiday programs and weekly outings can require working irregular hours.
You too. Hiya.
Once a month, Sonia visits the home of the youths she's been detailed to. Today she's catching up with Taylor and her mother Bianca, who will shortly be moving to Australia.
Just come to catch up with you about Tautoko. We'll show you some footage. Yep, DVDs. Bring it on. It's quite important for us to go to their house where they're comfortable in their space, to be where they are. And sometimes you might just go and sit on the doorstep, and you do that for a whole year of visiting, and that's okay because that's where they feel comfortable. So this is just some footage from the camp that we went on in Hastings, and we'll sort of bring it over just to show you guys a little bit of what we did.
Taylor's mother Bianca can see how Sonia's input has helped her daughter.
I think she's really lucky to have sons with her, you know, and her journeys that she's doing and what she's doing. Any little problems, you know, now it sort of goes, text Sonia, you know, and Sonia's there for her.
With the family moving to Australia, Sonia's support will be missed.
I don't want to leave club.
You don't want to leave?
It's like my other family.
It's sometimes hard because you build such good, close working relationships with young people, and sometimes you see them go through hard times, and also when they move on into other areas or they move away, it's also pretty hard to say goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. See ya. See ya on Monday.
Mavis's time with Sonia has given her a good insight into the importance of the role of a youth worker.
Just observing and taking on their responsibility makes you think, you know, that's what a youth worker does, not always having fun or always interacting with the kids. You actually have to take a big responsibility in watching and seeing how the kids react or how things affect them, and yeah, all those kind of things.
To become a youth worker, you will need a natural interest in helping others, and any voluntary work with youths and teenagers will be helpful. Youth workers may move into social work, counselling or teaching with further training. There are two options to becoming a qualified youth worker. You can go to an education provider that runs NZQA approved qualifications in youth work, or if you have a job with a youth work organisation, you can study towards your qualification through work-based learning. Well, awesome job, Mavis. I have no doubt that you are going to make a fantastic social worker. And maybe after watching that, Mavis has fueled your passion for youth work. So thank you, Mavis, and everyone else who featured in today's program. Today, there are literally thousands of careers to choose from, but that doesn't necessarily make it any easier to make a choice. So we certainly hope our programs will help you when it comes to making this all-important career decision. To help you even more though, here's Sarah from Career Services with some great advice on how practicing your answers before your job interview can help you on interview day.
If someone told you half of the questions that were going to be in the next test, you could prepare for it beforehand and the test would be heaps easier, right? Well, the same goes for interviews. There are common questions employers are likely to ask you, such as tell me about yourself, what are your strengths, or why do you want to work here? You can practice answering these with friends and family and get honest feedback on how you come across. Jump onto careers.govt.nz for other common questions.
Well, that's it for this week, but we'll be back again next week with another 3 careers and, of course, more helpful advice. If you want more information about the careers featured this week, or just more information about how to make that right career choice, easy. Just check out our program website at www.tvnz.co.nz and enter the keywords Just the Job. Happy hunting, I'll catch you next week.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.